What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, as you can see, Solana, as well as Ethereum, Bitcoin, VONG, which is the Russell 1000, and the S&P 500. Lots to go over in today's episode. We saw some interesting movements in yesterday's video, which we did cover and go over. You can see yesterday's episode we were talking about that pretty much not to be fooled, and we're about to do the unthinkable, which in my mind is reverse rallying back up, recovering from this current correction and downtrend that we've been in for quite a while now. You can see kind of across the board here, we've been in a downtrend on things like Solana. XRP has been in a downtrend. We have Ethereum in a downtrend. Bitcoin in a downtrend. I mean, it just continues. We could just easily map this out right here beautifully like that. VONG has been in an uptrend, and then S&P has been essentially in an uptrend. Although we could, if we really wanted to go crazy, zoom in and like draw some sort of downtrend here. It's not enough. It really is not enough at all. It's not even like worth leaving that here, but I guess for the time being, with only 2 points of confirmation, I might as well. We can certainly delete that though, that's for sure. But you can see kind of the pattern that we're dealing with currently here. Anyways, there's going to be lots to go over and lots to look at here. With everything in downtrends, we have recently managed to slightly break out of them, which might be enough to say, hey, it's time to move up, which would be super exciting if you ask me. I am not entirely sure yet. We will find out sooner than later here, but that's going to be pretty much the quick intro. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is doing their limited time deal bonus here, where you can power up your first deposit. If you have already deposited, then you probably need to make a second account here. Bonuses will be distributed Tuesday and Friday and are valid for 3 days. Deposits must be transferred to the futures account to qualify. Bonus eligibility is based on net transfers minus the amount transferred out of the futures account during the event. Users receive only the highest of tier rewards. So that means if you deposit 1,000, you get 200. If you deposit 5,000, you get 500. You can't get both. Again, super simple, fairly easy rewards here. So definitely make sure to take advantage of this with the link down in the description below. We've been using BYDFI for several years now. They've been nothing but the best, in my opinion, in my experience. Been using them for 5 years now, and they've been incredible. But moving forward and diving into today's video, very interesting. We're in the fear category on the Fear and Greed Index. I think this is a good sign. I know some of you guys probably don't think that, but I truly do, because in my mind, it says, hey, we are oversold, and we're probably going to see some reversals fairly soon. We're going to see cryptos start to head up fairly soon. We've seen lots of liquidation, lots of consolidation. Now, I've pretty much thrown everything to the wind, because the last Bitcoin breakout that we had, the bull market, was a very long time ago. Like if I jump to the monthly charts and I zoom out, you can see essentially how these kind of bull markets take place. We have bull bear markets. We had a bull market from 2017 until the end of 2018 here, and then we corrected pretty much all the way until 2020. So from 2017 into 2021 was when the next rally came. So that's approximately 4 years. The halving, 2017 into 2021. It was like the end of 2021. Well, that would then reference 2025, which is what we are seeing now. 2025 rally comes up. However, we are really going high up into this bull market. But this is towards the end. You can see this was at the end of November of 2021, which would pretty much indicate that 4 years later would be the end of 2025. So that's where we're at right now. End of 2025, end of 2021, we then started to see the correction. Who's to say that the end of 2025 is probably going to copy Pursuit 2, and then we could see correction. So essentially, that means that this might be it. Like, get your licks in now, because there's a chance we could start our, correction to the downside here. We'll talk more about Bitcoin in a second with you guys, but short term, I do think there's still potential for some upwards trajectory here. That's my opinion. If we jump to like Solana, for example, you can see clear as day we're in some sort of descending fractal, lower highs, lower lows, filling in the gap here. We were watching this downtrend here. You could see lots of resistance. and we've managed to break through it. And that, in my opinion, is great. I think we've needed to break through it. That's as of today, not confirmed just yet. We could easily correct back below it here, but what we're looking for is movement outwards and upwards. That's truly where I think we, or at least we should go to, and we'll see if it actually happens, but I very likely suspect that we should move up to moving average here at about 201 and retest that resistance. We are in what appears to be a descending fractal, a lower high, lower low pattern. Heading downwards here, at some point I'd like us to retest price ceiling up here and inevitably break through and rally to the upside. We'll see if it comes true or not, but I do think all of these indicators are all bullish technical patterns here that would inevitably allow us to head higher up. So it just goes, this is just Solana here. I think all the cryptocurrencies show signs of this too. For example, XRP also shows signs of a bull flag formation. It's not just Solana's descending fractal. We have XRP and a descending fractal. Lower high, lower low pattern filling in the gap. You can see we've managed to break out of the downtrend that started back in, last week, first week of October here. Now it's the 20th. We've managed to break through it. Yeah, we're consolidating, but I likely think we're going to be on the up and up. I likely think we should eventually come into contact with moving average. You can see how we've reacted with the support in the past, how we've reacted with the resistances in the past. I very likely think what would be next to pursue, if I can get rid of these, oh my gosh, is to run up to moving average, retest moving average on XRP, and inevitably break through. That is the bull flag formation here. I don't think it gets any more clear than that. Now, what's cool is looking at BYDFI here, this is where we can pretty much trade these cryptocurrencies. We can trade, oh my gosh, let me click it. We can trade XRP and many other cryptos too, blue chip cryptocurrencies. You can buy long, you could sell short, you could leverage trade, you create stop losses, you could take profits. Every single thing you'd want on BYDFI or that you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI, including the free bonus cryptocurrency that you guys can take advantage of too. So you have lots of opportunity here on the BYDFI exchange here. They have, futures accounts. They have trading bots, copy trading, events. They have demo trading accounts. I mean, everything you could possibly think of is offered on BYDFI. And I really like the demo trading account because this allows you to practice your skills, as a newbie, as a beginner, as an advanced trader, an expert trader. You can trade around, practice your skills for free, get familiar with the exchange, learn if trading is for you or not, and then head over to the live account without risking anything. And then while you're at it, you then use the exchange's bonus money that they give you, and you can pretty much, it's the sky's the limit in regards to what you can make. So it's super cool, and there's no risk essentially when you use their bonus money and not yours. Now, moving forward from XRP and Solana and BYDFI here, essentially, in summary, what this means is I very likely suspect that we should be intra-trading back up to here at some point or another, consolidating back up to test price ceiling, and then eventually breaking through and rallying to the upside. It's kind of what I suspect to see take place here. Ethereum looks good as well. Again, trading inside a descending fractal here, a lower high, lower low pattern. You can clearly tell we hit price ceiling, support, ceiling, back down to moving average. We kind of hit support right here. Now we're consolidating. Once we get through this, I very likely suspect that we should rally back up to 4,500. I honestly think Ethereum is one of the best looking cryptos in regards to their technical indicators compared to all the other cryptos so far. I really, really, really do think Ethereum is coming as number one, XRP number two, Solana number three, Bitcoin number four. You can see with Bitcoin here, essentially what I was saying again in regards to when bull bear markets are, the first-ish bull market we have on here was in late 2017. Halving is every 4 years. So the end of 2017, which would mean 4 years later from that, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. Well, then we flash forward from right here. This was late 2017 to late 2021. Look at that. Again, another 4 years. What would that then ensue? Oh, yeah. Late 2025 would be highs. So what are we seeing right now? Late 2025s. Boom. So what are we expecting after this? Correction. Unfortunately, nobody wants to talk about it, but it's certainly a possibility. If we've seen breakouts to the upside every 4 years, late 2017, late 2021, late 2025. Now the next one would be late 2029. See where I'm getting with that? This is at a top. It's not sustainable. More than likely, we are going to fulfill correction. I don't know when that would come, but I think it would be by the end of this year, and then we could slumber for, geez, it could be 4 years. It really could be 4 years. So keep your eyes peeled on the markets here, because I suspect us to rally up to here. This is the short term. This is what I suspect to see take place on Bitcoin. We just need to break through this price ceiling right here first, and then we could expect to see that rally. Vong looks great as well, headed to the upside. Same thing with the stock market. I mean, every single thing is up. You couldn't have picked like anything you threw your money into would go up this year, which is phenomenal. But I think it's coming to an end soon. Otherwise, that's going to be it for today's video. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.